across the globe. You're listening to Mega Sports on Omega 101.7 FM and radio, your own radio. It is the Monday edition, a brand new week with our top stories this sporting morning. Updates from the Commonwealth Games will be coming your way this morning. Kygoros wins Citi Open. Lewandowski scores as Barcelona runs riot. Erik ten Hag loses his first game in charge as Erling Haaland and Darwin Núñez score on EPL debut. And on transfer updates, I'll be telling you that Isco is set to join Sevilla on a permanent transfer as a free agent. Welcome on board, my dear, very cool listeners this morning. It is going to be a fun ride, I promise you. This morning, I'm not alone in the building. I have my very old co-analyst in the building. I have Oscar and Benjamin. Oscar, good morning to you.
Good morning, Muna, and good morning, Benjamin. Welcome to another edition of the Mega Sports on Omega 101.7 FM, my radio, your radio.
Well, Benjamin, good morning to you. It has been a long time, Benjamin. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Muna, and good morning, Oscar, and good morning, listeners. Welcome to Mega Sports on your radio, Omega 101.7 FM, where you have the voice of sporting analysis. Welcome on board.
Well, definitely welcome on board. Quickly, let us kick off the show from the basketball court this morning. We want to take it slowly. Let us see how things will go this morning. Quickly, we'll begin in the world of basketball. We'll be telling you that there's every possibility that Kevin Durant and Kyle Ivory might not be leaving the Brooklyn Nets this summer as it stands because it is becoming difficult in the transfer window for Kevin Durant to be able to see a team which is going to secure his services due to the fact that the Brooklyn Nets have already put the asking price at a very high rate at this moment. But let's see how it will go for Kevin Durant in his own quest to leave Brooklyn Nets. There were rumors saying that he is going to meet with the owner of the team in the coming days to know if they can have a roundtable meeting, reach an agreement, and see if something would happen, possibly a contract extension, or they will part ways. But no concrete news have already been given on that at this point. So let's see how it is going to be for both men. The season is going to begin in the next 2 months. So let's see how things are going to go for both these men. Now, moving over from the world of basketball this morning, we'll be entering the world of tennis, where yesterday we were able to see Kygoros make sure that he was able to lift the ATP Citi Open yesterday. He defeated Japan's Yoshito Nishioka 6-4, 6-3 in that encounter to make sure that he laid his hands on a silver. Benjamin, were you surprised with this victory from Kygoros?
Actually, Muna, I'm not in English surprised. It was expected because once you count you can't Roger Federer, you can't Rafael Nadal or Novak Djokovic. The next person you should count is Kygoros, because he has always been there. He has always been pushing to be the best tennis player. Although he has other players above him, but I think he's going to come good. So him winning the silverware might be a boost to him, and I'm not surprised at what he did yesterday. And I hope to see him win more silverware.
Well, Oscar, finally Kygoros has landed himself a silverware. What does this mean for the US Open forthcoming?
Yeah, it's like we said, he had a clear path to get this tournament, and then the same thing is happening for him too. It's like luck is on his side, as everybody is pulling out from the next tournament in US too. So I think we expected him to cruise to this championship, and then hopefully he does the same, because he doesn't have any opposition in that US
or the US Open as it stands now.
Yeah, currently, because Djokovic is not going, definitely.
Rafael
Nadal just pulled out
from the Montreal. Let us see how it will go for US.
It's going to be same if he plays his game to the level that he's supposed to.
We're still talking about tennis this morning. We'll be telling you that yesterday was also the Citi Open final between Kaya Kanepi of Estonia and Ludmila Sasmonova of Russia. She was able to fight back after losing her first set 6-4. She won 6-4, 6-3, 6-3 in that encounter. She lost the first set to Kaya Kanepi, but she made sure she won the remaining 2 sets to lay her hands on that silverware. Now, still talking about champions, world number 1 Daniil Medvedev ended losing run of finals to win 7-5, 6-0 over Britain's Cameron Norrie on Saturday to lift the title in Los Cabos in Mexico. and ramp up preparations for his US Open title defense. It has not been easy for Daniil Medvedev, even Alexander Zverev of Russia. Now, Daniil Medvedev making sure he laid his hands on a silverware before starting his US Open title defense. What does this take on for him, Oscar?
So the thing is, we've always expected him to, challenge Kygoros in that US Open. Even Zverev, I don't know. I think he's not playing too.
Zverev is still out for the moment. He's still trying to make sure he gets fit.
He's now left with, knowing how to beat Kygoros in that tournament, and then hopefully for him, he gets back to his very best. He has had hard knocks with injury and other off-field issues, but I hope this is a chance for him to pick up his career from here.
Well, let's see how it go. Well, Benjamin, Daniil Medvedev making sure he lifted a trophy over the weekend, and we are still seeing Alexander Zverev trying to make sure that he recovers and sees himself being fit in this coming US Open. In the men's seeds, as it stands now, Andy Murray is the wild card at this point. Now, if you have Andy Murray, you have Nick Kygoros, you have a possible Daniil Medvedev. If you were Alexander Zverev, do you see this as a shot for you to get your hands on the title or possibly allow yourself to heal very well from your injury?
Well, it's going to be difficult for him because, like I said, Muna, once you count tennis player, you are meant to count Nick Kygoros and the Murray and the likes before you can count Zverev. But my own concern is this: how fit will he be going to the tournament? It might be 50% fit or half fit, but tennis requires that you are 100% fit for the tournament. And the Murray, this is his climb. This is where he does it well. So he has been a US Open champion for several times, and you have likes of the Kygoros. So it's going to be difficult for him. But in tennis, in sports, rather, nothing is impossible. So if I had to be him, I will go there and give it my best shot and at least expect the best.
Well, talking about Andy Murray, he didn't have it easy at the Citi Open. He lost in the first round of that encounter. He tried fighting back from losing 2 sets, but it was not the case of making a comeback victory in this one. Now, how do you see him trying? Because Andy Murray has tried so many times to see if he can recover his career. Now, how do you see, what do you think would be his headspace heading into this US Open, Oscar?
Being chosen as the wild card, and then looking at the list of the seeded people, the seeded athletes that will compete in that tournament, he'll feel a little bit confident, given that his nemesis,
the big guns are not there.
Nemesis they are not coming, so he has to train hard and get his game plan right, and then even though the likes of Nadal and Djokovic will not be there, he still has the likes of Kygoros and
Medvedev, they are still there as well. Zverev is also there.
Compete with Zverev. If you ask me, I think if you're not fit, don't go.
If he's not fit, he shouldn't go.
Yeah, it happened with Nadal. You end up pulling out in the middle
and handed Kygoros the final.
That's it. You just give somebody a walk into the final, and that's something fans don't like seeing.
Yes,
because they will feel like, okay, you didn't work for this final. You just walked.
You were handed it over. It was handed over to you.
If he's not feeling 100%, I think he should just let this one go and concentrate on the next one.
What?
Just exactly how Nadal did, because Nadal could have gone there.
Yes,
he had played through this pain before, and he even won a match with it. So, but he looked at it and was like, "There's no need to go there and then pull out in the middle of the tournament."
So, Muna, those pundits who slated Nadal is a white card or the athletes to win this tournament, they should have a rethink, because Nadal is appointed in the Wimbledon. He's appointed. He pulled out, I think, in the first or second round of the Wimbledon. So I think for me, the best tennis player to win this US Open will be Kygoros, because Kygoros has an edge over Nadal and Murray rather. He has an edge over Andy Murray, and Murray has not been fantastic in recent years. I think he has gone down the pecking orders. He has gone down his time in terms of quality. He has gone down in terms of giving his best for tennis. So for now, those who give Andy Murray the white card should have a rethink. I think if I were to be a punter, I won't take my money on Andy Murray.
So if you were to be the one, who would you take as your wild card?
Kygoros, because he's good. I think he's coming at the back of winning a trophy, so a title or silverware rather. So he's going to go into that tournament as a champion. And meeting the likes of Andy Murray is not going to be a fear factor because Andy Murray is not that player that can instill fear in you. If you're to be Novak Djokovic or Roger Federer or the likes, it could have been something fearful, but Andy Murray, come on. He's going to be nice.
Oscar, if you were to give a wild card apart from Andy Murray, who would it be?
It has to be Kygoros, definitely. But how fun would it be if Roger Federer decides to join us? Because I'm hearing he's making a comeback.
That would be a shock.
It will be very, very interesting to see him one more time. You know, these people will be planning on now. Okay, there is no Federer, there is no Djokovic, and boom, you see Roger Federer
saying that yes, I want to sign up,
and then it changes everything.
But the thing is, remember, US Open will kick off on the 29th day in the month of August, and the preparations have already begun. Every athlete is trying to see what they can do to make sure that they participate at the US Open, both male and female. Now, but still leaving everything about tennis this morning, coming down to the Commonwealth Games. Team Nigeria was really impressive, if you ask me, and our female counterparts are still telling us why we should be giving them the credit and the honors that they deserve.
I told you, Muna, we should just decide on July and August as women's months because they've taken over these 2 months. Yeah. In fact, just yesterday, I can't count the number of gold medals we won just yesterday. It was from early hours of the morning, from Toby Amasun running the 100 meters hurdle to the relay
she broke her own record.
To Favor Ofili, to Rosemary Chukwu. They were all
on target. But it was very painful because I was opportune to also watch the athletes yesterday, and the male counterparts were not just it at all. Almost he tried everything he could in his own part on his own court, but it was not just happening for him. Even the remaining our remaining male athletes that were there, so they were not able to live up to it. So you begin to ask, what is the problem?
Muna, I think the problem right now is that the female, I think they're more spirited to win, to perform well. I think the male has not really come up to this game, and they have not really shown that they can do anything. Even in the men's 400.
Or could it be? No, but Benjamin, could it be that it is more competitive on the male aspect than on the female aspect?
Seriously, of course, it's going to be more competitive because in males, what they call it, males category is not like it's not as simple as. Let me use the word simple. It's not as simple as that of the female category because in the next category you have like Jamaica, you have USA, and these people are proven world champions. Whereas in the female you still have upcoming athletes from other country. So it's going to be much easier in the female category than the male category. But my annoyance yesterday was in the men's 400 relay. Nigerians, I think the last man that was meant to win the silverware, I don't know what happened. At the end, look at the line, look at the finishing line. You just relax, and I was
it was very sad because he was not able to cover up.
As in, I was like, okay, the goal that eluded us. Okay, go for the silver. I don't know why he was relaxing. Maybe he felt that okay, the distance between me and the person in third is much. Before you know it, the guy was able to cover up, and he came up with bronze. That was so disappointing. Although it was somehow encouraged because at least we got onto the podium. But I think the silver could have done better. But I think today's another day where the male counterpart can come up and at least win more medals for us.
Well, Oscar, the Commonwealth Games will come to a close today, and looking at how it is, if you ask me, Brume was in very, very fine and stellar performances. She set a personal best yesterday, 7.00 meters in the long jump yesterday, and that is a new world record for the long jump. Now, what would you say to Brume this morning?
We've all known that we have champions in our
because sorry, Oscar, because before setting that 7.00, she actually had two that were 6.99 and 6.98. All she needed was just break the one she already had.
Yeah, we all, like I was saying, we all know that we have champions already in our female athletics team. The likes of Brume, non-winner, a non-champion already, Favor Ofili, Toby Amasun. So the thing I wanted to point out is saying that the male category is more competitive than the female. When you're playing with your fellow men, so you can't they're playing with their fellow female team, and saying that the people in the female category, they were not upcoming. England won the relay race in 2008.
Yes.
Jamaica came second. Nigeria took bronze. So England was the defending champion, and it was the same lineup. And then Nigeria obliterated them. we can't take anything from the performance of this lady in this tournament. This tournament is for our ladies. Everybody, we are the ones on the mouth of everybody, and I like seeing Nigeria in this kind of positive light. We are being portrayed in a positive light. So I'm not going to take anything from these ladies. They have been outstanding.
No.
And they deserve national awards, national honors once they.
Because if you ask me, they really placed us on the world map because there was so much respect from the European counterparts. They really respected us, and we were able, surprisingly, we finished above South Africa on the medal table.
With a long shot to
we really cleared them.
When I must let listeners know that this Commonwealth game has been the best in Nigeria since.
It is the best
since I think the closest we have gotten was the 1994 edition that was held in, I think, in somewhere in USA, but Atlanta, USA. But this one has been the best because I think currently, as of today, this morning, I saw about 35 medals. I think 14 bronze, 11 gold, and then silver. Then
12 gold medals.
12 gold medals. That is so wonderful. So I think today I think we should get close to 40 so that it can be balanced.
Well, the thing is, we'll be hoping and praying that today, which will be partially like a closing ceremony, but games will be rounding up today. Athletics will still be up for grabs. Table tennis is still up for grabs for that. So let's see how we'll be able to do it. Elizabeth Oshoba failed in her attempt to win a gold medal for Nigeria in the women's featherweight boxing final as she lost 5-0 to Northern Ireland's Michela Walsh, but she got a silver medal for her effort. So we'll be hoping that she will do excellently well. The thing is, I feel this is another wake-up call for Team Nigeria, because if you ask me, what we need to do now is try to make sure we focus on other sporting activities, because if you look at countries like Australia, look at countries like New Zealand, look at countries like England, they all got on that medal podium due to the fact that they participated in other sports. They made sure every sport you were able to see them. As I said last week, I was surprised to see Ghana make sure that they participate in the hockey event. Ghana participated in hockey, even if they didn't do well. They were still in the netball. They participated in netball. So all these little minor sports, we should see if we can participate in them and be able to back up more medals, because this is how these countries backed up medals. They were able to do it in other sporting events.
It's easier said than done, but the issue now is, what are the supports on ground?
Well, the thing is,
the support, the government ready to ensure that these athletes come on board, or other stakeholders, individuals. Who are those people to support them? It's not about okay, let's want to participate in other sports. What are the support? Because sports and these sports are not maybe something that you just do with little amounts. It requires a lot of finances. So where are the supports coming from? I think if individuals, wealthy individuals, stakeholders, companies, or even the government come and join their hands together, I think we will do well, because Australia didn't get there today. It was a long time preparation. So I think we should start today. Perhaps in the next 10-20 years, we can get to such a medal line.
And it's known that how they do their own recruiting for athletics is from schools.
Yes,
so I believe that we should look to incorporate these kind of things in schools. Start swimming lessons in schools, basketball, netball, all those petty sports that you
feel will not be able to give us medals.
Even archery, all those. Nigerians are known to be competitive. So whatever they do, they want to compete. So if we start early in schools, maybe secondary schools, organizing little minor games in schools, and then from there pick champions from.
And funny enough, if you notice, most of the athletes that represented us do not stay in the country. They are students that stay outside and school outside while they are doing sports as well.
That's mostly why. So we need the Ministry for the Minister for Sports needs to look into it, going to schools and making sure they have at least one or two.
Put it in the curriculum.
It should be in the curriculum. Have a specific or something different from normal football and running,
and volleyball and all that.
We already used to something unique that they do.
Well, let us see how it will all go for our dear country, Nigeria. But this morning, we are telling that we were able to put on our best ever show at the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham City. Tobiloba Amusa was once again praised, because if you ask me, that race was definitely a race she would never forget, because she actually did excellently
Certainly, well. Muna, I think she proved her doubters wrong. She proved her doubters wrong. Maybe those people who feel, okay, she winning down 100 meters, all this was just a fluke. So she proved by defending it again, and this time again it was even a games record. So it was really I think she has really this year, like you said. I saw a post on Facebook where she said that this year is her year. and she has really proved it. This year, she has just been spectacular. I think she cannot forget this year. So
Definitely.
it will always be memorable in her words, in her mind forever, as long as she lives. The government has celebrated her, the individuals have celebrated her. She's the reigning queen. I think they call her the athletic slave queen of Nigeria currently. So she's the boss ladies. I think I'm happy for her. I'm also happy for Esebumi and other people, even those who did not win. I know that come next time, even the Olympics and any other tournaments, they are sure to make us proud.
Nigeria was at the verge of entering the medal podium for the females amateur, where we saw Olatoye, where she was trying to see if she will close up the gap between her and the person in third position, but it was not possible for her. But we are hoping that this will bring certain developments for our very own dear country, Nigeria, because we need to participate in every sport. Remember that a particular sports university has already been opened in Delta State, but it is yet to still function at this point. So we hope that sports university would give us what we need to be able to compete with our other very, very African counterparts. To tell you, we were able to surpass South Africa and other African nations is a really, really big joy for us, knowing that on that medal podium, we amassed a total number, we amassed a great number of medals, 40, if I'm not mistaken, 40 or thereabout. We're able to amass 12 gold medals. It is a very good one for Team Nigeria. Now, moving over to the European scene this morning. What is happening on the European scene this morning? The Premier League resumed, as we all know. We'll still enter that, and my analysts will tell us what happened in the various games. But quickly, let us start off from a little bit of transfer this morning, where I'll be telling you that Isco has agreed to join Sevilla. Isco will soon be joining Sevilla very soon. Remember that he ran out of contract with Real Madrid since June. He is a free agent and he will be signing for Sevilla. They released a statement yesterday saying that we have reached an agreement in principle with Isco to become our third signing of the window. He has already arrived in Sevilla ahead of undergoing medicals today, and all go well, he will sign a 2-year contract. Alex Telles has also signed for Sevilla on loan, and Marco has also signed from Galatasaray as well. So Sevilla Lopetegui trying to recruit teams. Remember, he lost 6-0 at the Emirates Cup during the course of the preseason encounter. Does this move tell a very good one for Isco in trying to revive his career, knowing that he's currently 30-year-old at this point? Is there anything Isco can still salvage from football, Oscar?
Definitely. He's a wonderful, he's a technically gifted player. So I've always known that wherever Isco goes from Madrid, he's going to be quality. So he brings quality into that Sevilla midfield. And given that not too much pressure, there was no big price tag on him. He was free, so he has to do his thing on the low. And I hope he just resurrects his career from there.
Well, Benjamin, Isco.
Certainly, Isco, he has won everything at Madrid. In fact, he has won Champions League. I think he has won at least 3 Champions League. He has won the Club World Cup. He has won the Copa del Rey. He has won the La Liga. So there is nothing else for him to win. And I think it's coming to the twilight of his career. I think it's 30-something years now, 32 or thereabout. So he has won everything as a player. And I think going to Sevilla is going to give them quality, like Oscar rightly said. He's going to give them quality. He's not under pressure. He's not coming with a huge price tag. So he's going there to play his game and to at least know whether he can revive his career. He's not looking for trophies, because Sevilla is not that club that can give you trophies. Okay, let's say the Copa del Rey. But it's not that, so he's not going there for trophy's sake. Going there just play good football and also to give them more quality. So Isco is a good player, and I wish him all the best.
Well, let us see possibly if Isco will be able to do the David Silva of Real Sociedad in Sevilla this season. Now over to our next story this morning. Lewandowski, because that's what I'll call him. Lewandowski was on target for Barcelona yesterday. They actually played Pumas in their own encounter for the Joan Gamper Trophy now. So what do you men think about Lewandowski's performance for Barcelona yesterday?
When Muna, I watched the highlights yesterday. It was very spectacular. Lewandowski was just so good in all ramifications. It was so wonderful. I think I saw the game yesterday where they played a friendly match against Pumas. They played 6-0, yes, 6-0. He was able to score a goal and again provide 2 assists. So it was very spectacular in the match. And Barca, one thing I would say about Barcelona is this: they have the quality all around. Where you have the likes of Aubameyang, you have Lewandowski, you have Pedri, you have Rafinha, you have Casey and other De Jong. Everybody is coming on board. So Barcelona will come good this season.
The thing about Lewandowski yesterday, it was still a friendly match though. But he's Lewandowski. We know what he's capable of doing. Yeah, he has always been a wonderful striker. And then going to Barcelona, where their signings this season, they have quality. In fact, I told Muna once that their second team can even compete. So in a team that you have Rafinha on the bench, possibly, and then you look at your bench, you still have somebody like Memphis Depay, you still have Ferran Torres on the bench, you have Aubameyang that is not starting, and then you have a team where somebody like Frankie De Jong is not a guaranteed starter. It shows the quality that Barcelona has moving into the next season. And then one Madrid fan rightly said that they are scared going into this into the next season, and they're right to be scared for what I've been seeing from Barcelona. And if they don't lose any player and then they don't get too many injuries, I think Barcelona will do it.
Well, Muna is going to be fun between because I would love to see the fight for the highest goal scorer between Lewandowski. I would like say Lewandowski and Karim Benzema.
Lewandowski has come out to say that he doesn't have Real Madrid or Karim Benzema in his mind. He just wants to enjoy his football. But we all know that is just a joke. He really wants to make sure that he proves Karim Benzema wrong. So let's see how it will go. Yesterday, Barcelona ran riot against Puma 6-0. They won the Joan Gamper Trophy. Lewandowski getting his name on the score sheet. He also assisted Pedri for the second. Pedri also got on the score sheet as well. He scored 2 goals in the second and fourth minute. Ousmane Dembele was also in action. He scored. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang also got a goal. And Frenkie de Jong completed the scoring for Barcelona. Barcelona will begin their La Liga season at home to Rayo Vallecano on Saturday. Now, moving over from the whole Barcelona Lewandowski story, Bologna have rejected £9 million Manchester United bid for Mark Aktunovic because Manchester United are desperately in need of a striker. €9 million, which is £7.6 million, is what Bologna have rejected for Marko Arnautovic. Now, Oscar, Manchester United wanted to sign Marko Arnautovic as a striker after that game yesterday. What do you think?
I think it's a panic buy. If you ask me any day, anytime, that's a panic buy. Because I read in the news that Manchester United were pursuing Benjamin Sesko.
Yes.
And they were at some point, I heard they were close to a deal for Benjamin Sesko. If you have gotten Benjamin Sesko, it will be making sense because, okay, this is a striker that will play for the future. He's still young, and then he has other young people around. But signing Marko Arnautovic, that is, in fact, he's above 30. And you have Cristiano Ronaldo, who is also above 30. What are you trying to achieve? It's not like you already have that short-term plan in Cristiano Ronaldo. Why are you now looking for another
short-term plan?
So it's just that Martial was injured. He was just injured for a few games. So he's going to come back. And if Martial comes back, and then you have Martial in the team, you have Elanga in the team, you have Cristiano Ronaldo in the team, you have Rashford in the team, and then you have Arnautovic in the team too. So I don't know what is I don't understand what is happening.
Well, we have a Manchester United fan in the building. Benjamin, explain to us. Marko Arnautovic might possibly, because we all know Manchester United will definitely raise the bid back because they are, as Oscar Referee said, it is a panic buy for them at this point. What do you feel Marko Arnautovic will bring to Manchester United?
Well, I would disagree with Oscar saying that it is a panic buy because the last time I checked, transfer window is not closed.
Okay.
So anything that happens now is still as if. So I don't know. Muna and Oscar has just been on my neck because Man U lost yesterday.
We are not being on your neck. We're just trying to at least.
This is not a panic buy, Muna. This is not a panic buy. This is just Manchester doing business. I think Bologna getting that bid. Maybe they feel that okay, yes. They need these players now, so let us use that one. This opportunity.
He might be the expensive player in their team.
Do you know how you know a panic buy? If you want to know if this is a panic buy or not, when Ten Hag joined Man U, he drew up a list of players he wanted.
True.
There is no way Arnautovic is on that list.
Arnautovic was not on the list.
Arnautovic was only approached after you lost a match. So what else? Explain to me why.
But I remember the same thing happened during the transfer of Zlatan Ibrahimovic to Manchester United. In fact, the Jose Mourinho didn't have him in his plan.
That was
different. But Ibrahimovic is somebody that at that point, if he was made available, nobody would not want to sign him. It's like saying if Lewandowski is made available now even everybody will scramble. But this is Marko Arnautovic. He was not even made available. he was not available.
Now he's on a
you
beat.
were just scampering for, okay, who is the cheapest striker that we know that can get goals that have played in the Premier League? It screams panic buy any day, anytime.
Okay. It's whatever Oscar says. What I know that this is Manchester United doing business.
Okay,
we are going there to buy him. So I think Bologna has every right to reject. Maybe they just want Manchester United to up their bid and at least come up with more money. So another reason he was a proven striker. I remember what he did at Southampton. Yes, it was so spectacular. Southampton was he really did well. So him coming to what they call it, Manchester United will give him goals. It's 3 years. That 3 years, I still remember the Drogba. He came to Chelsea, I think 28-30. He was able to perform well.
Okay.
So another way should give us that goals.
No problem.
You lost Cavani and
no problem. No problem.
No problem. So if you ask me, I feel Manchester United just made the biggest mistake of letting Edison Cavani leave the team at this point. If you ask me. But let's see how we go for Erik ten Hag, who is under serious pressure just after game 1. Quickly, let us listen to how it all happened, because Darwin Núñez got on the score sheet on his EPL debut, and Erling Braut Haaland made sure that he showed us why he is a beast incarnate. Listen.
Cabano releases Tete over the goalkeeper, and he's defending. It's not. It's Alexander Mitrovic, and Fulham are back in the Premier League, and they lead against Liverpool. Now the support arrives. It's Thiago, it's Luis Diaz, and Luis Diaz's strike comes back off the woodwork. Away by Van Dijk, and Reed, and Cabano. Well, he won't come any closer to scoring than that. Nicely done by Milner. On towards Elliott. Salah. Across the face of goal! It's in this time! It's Darwin Núñez on his Premier League debut! That's the ball towards Núñez again, who's looking for the second bit. Núñez! Oh, it's away off the line by Reed. He just didn't quite have the legs. Now the Liverpool fans are singing, and James Milner is marauding, and Núñez is there, and Luis Diaz is there, and it's an incredible block to deny Luis Diaz a goal. It's Mitrovic at the other end. Well, Andy Madley says penalty. And it's Mitrovic from the spot. He's got one. And he's got two. And he will celebrate. That's towards Salah. And Núñez, and Salah's there! He scored on the opening day again. 6 in a row now for Mohamed Salah. And Liverpool are level again.
Early pressure, first corner. It's an almighty collision, and then Zuma keeps it alive. And Bowen with a shot. And I think it might have been Haaland that got in the way. Still alive. Early pressure from West Ham. And Antonio heads it over the bar. Now João Cancelo. Graceful, gliding through. Looks towards De Bruyne. De Bruyne! And he's dragged it. Okay. Now Grealish, still hugging that left-hand touchline. On it goes to Haaland, into the back of Gundogan. On it goes to De Bruyne. Oh, it's offside. Must have been Gundogan in the build-up. Gundogan. Haaland! Penalty. Brings him down. It was never in any doubt who was going to take it and who was going to score it. On his debut in the Premier League, Haaland off and running. Here's De Bruyne. Gundogan. Well, Haaland got close to it. It was Gundogan that put it wide. He's onside, Haaland. Only one result. 2-0 in front of the City fans.
Definitely only one result from Erling Haaland yesterday. So, quickly, gentlemen, what would you say about Haaland's performance? Oscar, Haaland, 2 goals on his debut.
I told you before that match that this is a match where Haaland silences all the critics, all the people who are saying he's in the EPL. EPL is not the Bundesliga. I know that EPL is not the Bundesliga, but we're talking about Erling Haaland. He's the British beast himself. He immediately got okay. Pep Guardiola was like, when he got that penalty, he carried the ball, and if anybody had come near him, he was ready to punch the person in the face. Because he was like he picked up the ball, dropped it, scored immediately and went up, because he wasn't looking at, okay, the keeper might save this. He knew he was going to score. And that second opportunity, I know my brother who is a Haaland fan, immediately that pass was played, he was like, this is all I've been saying you people should do every time. Pass the ball, nobody can catch him. Just pass it. Nobody will catch him. And nobody got anywhere near him.
Because if you can remember his celebration, immediately got the goal, he just was just pointing his hand saying that, just give me the ball wherever I
pass
move.
The ball there. He's going to. Nobody will catch him.
Well, quickly, Benjamin, what are your thoughts on Darwin Núñez yesterday?
I told you, I told you in particular on this show that Núñez is to criticize him so early in that preseason was just a mistake. Núñez will come good. I think this Premier League season will be so interesting because you have likes of Núñez, you have Haaland, you still have Cristiano Ronaldo, the build up. You have Chelsea, Timo Werner. Can we count him there?
Timo Werner is possibly on the move to RB Leipzig.
But at least right now it's going to be between Núñez and Haaland. But for me, I would still tip Haaland over Núñez. But Núñez was really fantastic yesterday. He was able to get a goal. He could have gotten two. Save for that goal line clearance by the Fulham defender. So he was really good yesterday, and I think he's going to do well. But I still believe that Liverpool are missing Mane, because yesterday you could see the connection that Mane could have done if he was in the team. That passing, that moving the ball forward. Luis Diaz is trying, but I think he does not do it as well as Mane does. So it's going to be difficult for Liverpool. But I think that they have the quality where you have Núñez, you have Firmino, you have Luis Diaz. So Núñez was fantastic. And then for Haaland, like Oscar rightly said, Haaland is a very wonderful striker. I saw him yesterday in the second goal. In fact, it was as if it was just one athletics, because the way he went after the ball, it was as if something was chasing him. So it was really spectacular. I think he's going to become good. I tip him to score at least 30 goals this season.
30 goals in all competitions. Let us see how it goes for Erling. Only Premier League. Yes. Okay, Erling brought Haaland 30 goals in the Premier League this season. It has only been Mohamed Salah who was able to reach that feat, scoring 30 plus goals in his first season for a particular team in EPL. Quickly, results from the weekend games. On Saturday, Fulham. On Friday, Crystal Palace lost to Arsenal 2-0 in their own encounter. On Saturday it was Fulham 2-2 against Liverpool. Bournemouth won Aston Villa 2-0. Leeds United defeated Wolves by 2-1. Nottingham Forest lost to Newcastle United 2-0. And Tottenham Hotspur made sure they won Southampton 4-1. And Chelsea were able to defeat Everton by a lone goal to nil. Sky Bet Championship, we saw Norwich and Wigan play 1-1 draw. Bristol lost to Sunderland 3-2. Burnley and Luton Town played 1-1 draw. Preston End played out a 0-0 draw against Hull City. Middlesbrough lost to Queen's Park Rangers 3-2. Reading won Cardiff by 2-1. Sheffield United defeated Millwall 2-0. Stoke City won Blackpool 2-0. And Blackburn Rovers defeated Swansea by 3-0. In the German Bundesliga, Union Berlin to Mainz by defeated Clermont by 5-0 in a game where Lionel Messi scored an overhead kick in that encounter. What do you have to say about that, Benjamin?
Well, it was a very good goal, Muna. It was a very good goal. In fact, I don't know why this talk about Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo will keep on raging, because when he scored that goal, it was a very wonderful goal. But Cristiano Ronaldo fan, seriously, Muna, I love Cristiano Ronaldo. If I prefer him to Messi anytime, any day, but I still think you can't take it away from Messi. When Messi scored that goal, some Ronaldo fans were just like, can he do it the way Ronaldo did it against Juventus? Can he do it the way Ibrahimovic did it against England? Come on, those are just unnecessary comparison. So you don't just compare. Messi will come good this season. Last season was not so good for him, but this season he has showed it by scoring a brace in the 5-0 victory. So he's going to come good. By example, okay, there is PSG's Ligue 1. They will win it all the time. But you say we win it all the time, but PSG was not good yesterday, and Messi was not fantastic yesterday. But this one I scored yesterday. Why can't you give him the credit? Why must you always criticize him? So Messi will always come good. I think he's going to score a lot of goals, but I want to see him perform well in Champions League. I think give PSG that trophy that has always eluded them. Give them, make them happy. I think he's going to do them.
Oscar, quickly, Neymar getting a hat-trick of assists in that encounter.
Yeah, people were saying it's because Mbappe didn't play.
Mbappe is not present.
And they were able to see that combination. I think Mbappe joining will add to the quality of what we're going to see from PSG this season. And for the goal Messi scored, we enjoy it whenever they try to compare whatever Messi does to Ronaldo. As long as Ronaldo cannot score that kind of goal against Getafe that Messi scored, I'm always happy to bring in any comparison. So the day Ronaldo is able to score that kind of goal, then we can talk about bicycle kicks.
No problem. Quickly, on Sunday, Leicester City played out a 2-2 against Brentford. Manchester United lost to Brighton 2-1. Man City won West Ham 2-0 in the Bundesliga. Stuttgart and RB Leipzig played out a 1-1 draw. Cologne defeated Schalke 3-1, and Atletico Madrid defeated Juventus in a friendly encounter. And AS Roma defeated Shakhtar 5-0. 08151017777 or 09071121017. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Welcome. 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 Welcome.
Thank you guys for anticipating that they can give our ladies July and August as a women's day for our athletes. So they've done us proud. And I pray God will continue to give them the grace to continue to be beautiful and hard working as usual and make us proud always, even when we have nothing to show for it.
Amen.
Thank you, my good brother, for all you've done about the analysis upon us.
No problem.
I want to at least congratulate our new boy on the draw. And I go to what are our those people. They are done perfectly well. And to put some clues onto my talk, I know many might be saying Manchester United, where are they going to? Just, I love the coach. I've seen some things, although we have to be refined on that. It's not just the people, because we get very, very important. They don't get it, and I've always advocated it for the past 2 years now. We need somebody like Ukraine. But even if they can get anything closer, we need just our rally, or whatever. It's so steep. It looks like it's faster. You watch this bodybuilder. That's what I used to call it. You should look for a different midfielder so that it can get that position.
No problem.
Let's just wait and see what is going to come. Something wonderful.
No problem. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very, very much for calling. Good morning, Muna and Muna, Oscar and Benjamin. Kudos to our Commonwealth athletes for making history and setting a record with sterling performance at Birmingham. The great premiership has finally exploded. No more dull moments in football as we are witnessing exciting football actions over the weekend. Kudos to Chelsea for starting the season brightly. Also, kudos to Heartland because the Aito Cup actually began, and Heartland were able to dump out Rangers and Dakada out of the Aito Cup on penalties, respectively. Unwosu and Sidawa from Aaron this ago. Thank you very much for that text message this morning. Good morning, Mega Sports. I have opened our call text from Umuchu. Kudos to my darling team, Chelsea, and my United fans. Messi is far better than Cristiano Ronaldo. Thank you very much for your text message this morning. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning to you. No problem. Thank you very, very, very much for calling out. Quickly entering transfer news this morning. I am to tell you that RB Leipzig will soon announce the signing of Timo Werner back in the team. We don't know whether it is a permanent move or a loan move. It will be told to us today. And I'm to tell you that Callum Hudson-Odoi has told Chelsea that he wants to leave the team, as there's every possibility he might be making a move out of Chelsea as it stands now. Just said that 2 Premier League teams are interested in him, Leicester and Southampton at this point, but there's also interest from a particular team from Bundesliga, which has not been disclosed at this point as it stands now. Barcelona is looking hopeful to see if they will keep Frenkie de Jong, as well as Marcos Alonso will be making a move to Barcelona today, and Serginho Dest might possibly be going the other way around. Everton are expected to complete the signing of Wolves and England defender Conor Cody this week. So let's see how it is going to go. And I'm also to tell you that also Neto Morara of Barcelona has finally joined Bournemouth, as he has made that move from Barcelona to Bournemouth. So gentlemen, this is where we'll call it the wrap up on the show this morning. Quickly, your last words, Oscar, before we call it a quit.
I'm still singing the praises of our athletes, female athletes in the Commonwealth Games. They've done us marvelously proud, and like it's been rightly said, it's a record, and we hope that the next events will break these records and get more medals. And then for the league that started already, the excitement and all whatnot, I hope it continues in that vein.
Definitely. Quickly, Benjamin, and last words from you this morning.
All right, I also am going the line of Oscar by congratulating our athletes, both the men and the female, even those who did not win. At least is a what they call it, is a trial, is a what they call it, a tournament where they can improve for future ones. So they should hold their heads high and again prepare for the next tournament, whether the Olympics or any other tournament that might come up. And another thing again I want to say is this: I can't wait for the full season of Serie A, what they call it, the La Liga to come up, so that football can start in there, because football is live. Football is more than a game. So we can't wait for every league to come on board.
Well, quickly, let us see how it is going to go. Today, the Commonwealth Games will be coming to a close. Other respective events will still be going down. Table tennis, athletics, and other respective events will still be going out at Birmingham City. Today, we hope to see if we can still scratch out 1 or 2 medals from our own athletes as it is going to come to a close. On behalf of Oscar and Benjamin this morning, it was fun doing this with you this morning. I remain Mona, your host, signing out. I leave you in the hands of Stand Up as we are champions. We want to celebrate our very own athletes who are doing excellently well. Keep listening to Omega 101.7 FM, our radio, your own radio.
To be the best. Nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited.
Benjamin, is your phone cord with you? I need a charger. This charger they worry well.